chatting with Nicci Stewart. She is a business owner of 2 businesses and really is passionate about helping entrepreneurs, specifically female entrepreneurs, in creating sustainable businesses and growing. So Nicci, if we speak a little bit around investment, and I don't know, have you ever sought out investment, and how did that process go for you?
I personally have never looked for investment. I've always gone the bootstrapping route. However, I am in the process of discussing with an investment company, putting together investor workshops and actually working with entrepreneurs and coaching them around the type of investment you should apply for, at what stage, who do you approach, and more importantly, which is where my experience comes in, what do you need to tell them? So how do you put that business plan together? How do you create that perfect pitch where somebody is actually buying into your business, but first and foremost is buying into you? So it is an area that I'm busy delving into at the moment. So watch the space for information on the workshop.
Awesome. So interestingly, I've always also opted for bootstrapping, but I've had those investor meetings where I thought, I need an investor to take this forward. Then I sit down, I have a meeting, and ultimately I chicken out last minute and decide actually I want to be my own boss. I don't want to be in a partnership and have an investment or anything that involves answering to anybody else. That's been my personal decision, but I encounter more and more entrepreneurs who are seeking out investment, and when you see it on some of the major television shows that are airing at the moment, it does seem clear to me that people are quite clueless on how to sell yourself and how to sell your business ultimately, that the investor sees the value in it. I mean, I will watch a Shark Tank and I'm mortified on behalf of the entrepreneur because they're coming in quite confident and assured of their business being the next big thing, and they are just absolutely ripped apart. What are the key steps to ensure that that doesn't happen?
I think the key thing is that it's almost like getting a bank loan. You almost have to prove to the investor that I don't need your money to get the money. Because if you are unable to build up a business to a certain point by yourself, perhaps you need to rethink either entrepreneurship, and I'm a big believer that everybody should be entrepreneurs, so it takes a lot for me to say that, or you potentially need to relook your idea.
Sure.
People are still sort of doing this as an alternative a lot of the time. I'm still full-time employed and this is a part-time gig, or I need money to cover my expenses, or nobody's going to invest in you if you haven't been able to put up enough money to cover your salary. So there are those sort of things that you need to consider, and just think about why do I not need your money rather than why I actually need your money. Why can I do this by myself and without your help, and what can I bring to the table without you before I actually ask for your help?
Because what I find so interesting on the investment side of things is that if the business isn't already making money, investors do tend to not really want to pay attention to what might be in the pipeline or what we can achieve if I have this investment. A lot of the times, like you said, entrepreneurs will say, if I can focus on my business full time, in other words, your investment earns me a salary every month, then the business will be successful. And that's just not something that an investor is willing to take a risk on.
No.
In terms of the 18th of November and you being on the panel, you're obviously there and willing to give up some of your time to mentor one or two of successful candidates who pitch for that. What would you be looking for in a mentee?
My biggest trait that I look for in a mentee is enthusiasm. It's their attitude, it's how they approach their business. It's for me, it's more about the person than the idea. Ostensibly, any idea can work, or most ideas can work, but it's the person behind that. It's the person driving it. How much are they prepared to put into it? How much tenacity have they got? How much enthusiasm have they got? Because as you know, this is a very difficult journey that we've chosen to embark on. Entrepreneurship is not easy.
Nicci, in closing, how can people get hold of you and possibly get in touch should they be interested in your services?
The best way to get hold of me would be either on my website, which is thewhyeffect.com, and we also have a Facebook page. both the Y Effect and Infinity, which is double Infinity. So go and have a look at our Facebook pages on my website, and you'll be able to get hold of me from there.
Awesome stuff, and we will also make all of those details available on this show as well, if anybody is wanting to get hold of you. Nicci, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you on the 18th.
Wonderful.
Awesome
Thanks
stuff.
for having me.
Thank you so much, guys. See you again.